I don't get divorces put on my conscience because I picked the seat at Applebee's. That's not how this
Oh
works.
my God, that's good.
Mike, put that on the graphic.
Yeah, divorces. That's my seat. I love that seat.
Oh, fuck.
All right. Episode 51. Week 2 of the 2023 season. It's draft day. Today we are picking our favorite seats. There's going to be a lot of deliberation as to what that means, but we'll get into that once the draft starts. So yeah, it's the best places to sit draft today. I'm interested to hear everybody's different take. We all think that we have different things and they're creative things, but I think that we're all going to have we're going to have some similar ones. So we got that. Not really much else today. I mean, we're not really going to touch on the national championship game. That shit sucked. Our predictions were, I don't know. I mean, they weren't right, but who did predict that right?
There wasn't predicting that right. There was no one in the planet that was like, yep, 45 points or more, blowout, no chance. It just wasn't.
Yeah, that's horrible.
So,
I mean, it was a horrible game. It was unwatchable like 10 minutes into the game. It was already over. It was 21-7 or whatever. So that was bad. Jack does have a question for us today, though. I also have a question to kind of lead us into the draft. But let's start with Jack's question. What do you got? What's on your weird brain today? First of all, it's Bob in Detroit. Jack down the road in Detroit. In Chicago, as usual.
yeah.
So what's up?
Sick. All right. This is just a little trivia question that fricked me up.
Okay.
What are you already laughing about?
Just sick. Like, I don't know. It's just funny. Like, out of nowhere. I don't know. You make me fucking laugh, Jack. That's all. I'm glad. I missed you guys. It's really good to see you. Like I said, I was having a weird day, and that just cheered me the fuck up. So, all right.
Here
Let's
we go.
Jack. What do you got?
There's 4 options here. It's multiple choice. Which of these teams is the most valuable sports team? A, the Dallas Cowboys. B, Real Madrid. C, Manchester United. Or D, the New York Yankees.
Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys, Real Madrid, Man U, Yankees.
Dallas
I mean,
Cowboys.
it's got to no. There's no way. It's got to be one of the soccer teams. It has to be. There's no way they can pay their guys as much money as they pay if they don't make more money than everybody. There's no way.
I think that's what you'd think, but
I'm going Real
think
Madrid,
for some
personally.
reason Dallas. I've seen these lists before, and I feel like the Cowboys are somehow always at the top.
Is it so most valuable or who has the most money? Like, I don't understand with the question.
Most valuable, as a franchise, I'm assuming.
I don't think there is an answer to that question because these lists are out there all the time.
Like, if you had to buy the team, which one would be the most expensive?
Oh, yeah, I'm going with, I don't know. I'm going with one of the soccer teams.
I'm going with the Cowboys.
Who is the fourth team?
The Yankees.
The Yankees? No, it's got to be. I mean, does it count the stadium too? Because I know the stadium that Dallas just built is unreal amount of money. No, I'm going with Manchester United. Final answer.
It is the fucking Cowboys. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not even close either, is it? Give us some numbers.
Probably isn't close.
I think the Cowboys right now are worth around $8 billion.
Which isn't that much.
Yeah, dude, I don't like.
I feel like I don't know.
I just think
it's not that much to like.
The thing is, though, you know what? The thing about it that's first of all, fuck the Cowboys. I think we can all kind of agree on that.
Yeah.
Secondly, though, my thing is if I'm a player in any respective sport, say I'm a jack of all trades, I'm a Deion Sanders, I can play pro soccer, baseball, or basketball. Or football. The Cowboys are the last team I'm going to play for, though. So the least amount of money. I can go make more money playing in soccer or the Yankees.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what the fuck does that mean? $8 billion, these nuts. I want fucking,
You're going up against 2 sports with no cap.
Fair enough. But what are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Also, there's a 50-some-odd man roster. Like, I'm just saying, if I you know, if I was a betting man or a smart man, I'd just not play football for the Cowboys and be just the laughing stock of the fucking country for 50 years.
But if you have the money and you're an owner, you're buying the Cowboys over those other three for sure.
Do you think? I mean, is that what it is though? Like,
That's the question.
no.
If you were to buy the franchise,
well, he said no. He just said no. He said if you were to buy the franchise, which one would be the most expensive?
yeah, he
He
said
said the
most
Cowboys.
valuable. That's what I mean. That's what
so he
that's
said-
what I'm
at
saying. It
first he
has
said
nothing to
valuable,
do with the
then he said-
players.
Well, yeah, but at first he said valuable, then he said most expensive. So who's raking in the most money out of these? Is it the Cowboys? Is that the question? Because if that's the case, I get it. But like,
I think it's a combination of who's raking in the most money plus how much money does the owner already have, which Jerry Jones has a lot of money. And you were right, the stadium factors in a lot. The
You would
stadium
assume.
that they built was like that
A
place is like
couple-
$1 billion, isn't it?
yeah, I was just saying. I know
Like a
SoFi
couple?
was like, I think SoFi was like $5 billion or some shit or something crazy. And I know that AT&T
So a quarter
wasn't
of the
far behind.
value is in AT&T itself.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
bananas.
maybe. I don't know. I'm just fuck. I don't know. I get it. Cowboys. That makes sense. Sounds about right. I just fuck the Cowboys. You know.
100%. Oh, fuck the Cowboys. Fuck that place too that they play in. I hate it. I hate that place. We always
Why?
lose there.
Oh, I was gonna say, have you been there?
No, we always. I'm sure it's a fucking perfect, pristine. I'm sure
Nah.
it's beautiful on all fronts. But yeah, count me out. Fuck that
Count
place.
me
Fuck
out.
the
He
Cowboys.
says. Yeah. Full Mayweather's.
Okay, so moving into some draft talk here. Cody actually posed this question to me before I came down here because I was kind of thinking about it with him, and he said, when you walk in, and hopefully this isn't, I don't think this is gonna like take a.
Yeah, it's gonna
not a good pick.
compromise.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's not going to.
It better
So
not.
if you were to walk into a college classroom, which we're all in at some point, what was like if you're the first one walking in, what is the seat that you're taking? Like, are you like sitting up in the front? Like, are you in the aisle, or are you like what is the seat that you're walking in? You're like, all right, this is the seat that I'm taking. I'm the first one here. Fuck everybody else. This is the best spot.
Second to last row, dead center.
Dead center?
Dead center.
Really?
Yep.
Second to last row, dead center.
Because you don't want to be that guy that just goes last row, even though you do. At heart of hearts, I want to go last row.
Yeah, you do.
But you don't want to be that pile of shit. So you go second to last row. And then I just go dead center because I feel like that's the most productive angle at whatever you're attempting to learn. That's all.
So the funny part about this question is that if you're the first person in there, if you were to take an aisle seat, then everybody's kind of got to walk past you. If you take the middle, you don't got to
Yeah,
do any of
that's
that.
true. And it depends. I mean, if you're in, are you in like a stadium seating kind of place?
Yeah, that's
like a
kind of what
lecture
I was
hall?
thinking, like a 10-row fucking thing,
Like a little
that.
lecture
Yeah.
hall, yeah, not like
Yeah.
desks and shit, like the one that has like the little pull-out desk, right?
Yeah, sure. We can go with
Okay.
that.
Something that's a little bit like, I would
Or
go
even
towards the
even
back.
like a hallway on the side, hallway down the middle. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Okay, yeah.
You know, but still
oh,
tiered like that.
If there was one up the middle, then I would go.
We'd
I
a
would
bunch
go
like that.
Yeah, I'd go second to the last row somewhere. I don't know. Second to last row is where I'm going. I don't know.
Where are you going, Jack? You're fresh. You're fresh out of this.
This guy's
team.
going first row next to the goddamn professor. He's going
I know,
podium, Jack.
Jack's like, how can I sit on my professor's lap?
Yeah, exactly. He said, "Hey, mister."
To gain as much knowledge as possible.
Yeah.
That's why I was holding my tongue on this one. I am a front row kind of guy. I absolutely love it, though.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy.
the only reason is,
Trying to get some of that professor's dick.
Jack
Yeah,
values
pretty
his
much.
money pretty much. He's like, "Oh, I'm spending a bunch of money. I'm gonna get an education. And I'm gonna go and sell insurance or whatever the fuck you do."
I just love to answer questions, and I want my hand to be visible when I raise it.
Yeah, but you know what's even better is when you raise your hand from all the way in the back, and everyone thinks you're the dumb guy, and you answer shit, and they all look back at you, and you're like, "Yeah,
you just walk
yeah." You drop the mic, and it rolls all the way down and hits everybody.
He was right.
Yeah.
Mike does know something.
Oh, I always answer, dude. Like, especially when like nothing's worse when you're sitting in a college class and the professor is like, "Hey, can one of you guys answer this?" Essentially, and no one says anything. It's like, come on, we all know it, or most of us know it. Like, just fucking answer it. It's just like I throw out if I know the fucking answer to a question, I always try to answer it because it's like this just gets things moving. Like
Yep.
nobody need, you know what I mean?
If I'm sitting, if I'm the first one in there, then I'm going to the back for sure.
Yeah,
I'm going a back aisle seat, preferably like if there's a middle aisle, I'm going back middle aisle.
yeah. I like it. I'm with you.
There's only a couple there's only ever a couple 2 3 people back there with you in that back aisle, or in the back row, but like I feel like I can get intimidated out of the back row. If I'm not the first person walking in and I see like there's like a group of like 4 or 5 dudes up there that I don't know, pussy ass dad's coming right back down to like the second row or something like
Well,
that.
dude, there's the same culture up front. It's
Oh yeah, no,
it's
it's
all
the
the
same
people
thing.
that also get like ridiculous grades on their exams,
Yep.
and they're the people that you spend a lot of time with, but you absolutely hate them because it's a competition, you know. So like,
There's bullies. Yeah, there's bullies on both fronts. There's the front row bullies and the back row bullies.
yeah, exactly. So if Yan Chen is trying to raise his hand after every
Come on,
question
man.
asked,
What
I'm
the
going to be a
fuck?
little bit quicker. Bro, I was a chemistry
Jesus.
major.
Okay, I mean,
What do you think I was
whatever.
partying with?
Isn't that a white person's game?
That's what
Chemistry?
I thought.
Yeah, chemistry is some nerdy white people shit.
No, it's just
Asians
some
aren't in that
nerdy people
class.
shit. Yeah, they
Dude,
are.
no, dude. I was an economics major. Talk to me about that shit.
Economics.
So, yeah, my micro class was.
Did I ever tell
Just
you
a
guys
boy
about
there.
the micro and the macro? About how
No.
I took a microeconomics class and this dude was like Middle Eastern as fuck, like genius, but his accent was beyond heavy. Like it was so hard to understand him.
Hmm.
I walk in first day, and he's like, so he's saying there's a microeconomics and there's a macroeconomics. That's what he's telling us, and he's like pretty much explaining like the just the fundamental differences, obviously, which we all kind of probably understand. And he was like, so there's a macro and there's a macro. And we were like,
He said the same thing twice.
and he said it like, I mean, like 10 times because we're all sitting there like,
Right.
what? And he's like,
He
there's
said
a
it like, you
macro
get it?
and there's a macro. You're like, what the fuck? And dude, that shit, I like started laughing. I'm like, oh boy. But yeah, that's like one of the few things I remember about college is the macroeconomics guy because of that.
Dude, those are some of the best times in life when somebody's explaining some shit and they're just like, right? And you're like,
Yeah.
no, like, nobody knows what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you'll get one of those like once a month and you'll be like, this guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great,
Any more
man.
questions? Mike, do you have a question?
Ah, man. I don't got no questions.
Where
Only
the babies
answers.
come from?
Yeah, the
Nothing
stork.
like that. Yeah, the stork. Okay, let's get into this thing. It's fucking draft time.
Maybe
Before
a
we get
sponsor?
into the draft, before we get into the draft, we'll talk about our sponsor, which is Rogue Creative. It's time. If you're a small business and you're trying to find a way to get some brand awareness out there, it's January 2023. Now's the time. Give Rogue Creative a call. You can find them on Instagram, Rogue Creative _, or online at roguecreative.org. They could do anything from graphic design to any kind of marketing for your small business. And if you're a gym owner, there is no better time to be marketing your gym than right now. Mikey and I were just talking about it. We're back in the gym. If you want people to choose your gym over a Planet Fitness or here we got a bunch of LA Fitness, if you want them to choose your franchise gym over these other gyms, then give Rogue Creative a call. They can help you with something called database reactivation, which is just a fancy way of saying we're going to steal people that are thinking about going to the gym, and we're going to make sure that they come to your gym. So give Rogue Creative a call. Find them online at roguecreative.org or at roguecreative_ on Instagram. John and his team are the best at what they do. Shout out to Rogue Creative. Thank you so much for sponsoring the pod another year. Okay.
Yeah.
The
Well,
seats draft.
why don't we announce the fact that we're having our inaugural 3-man draft, the first one of many. We are
Yes.
adding Jack to the lineup for now. He is our number 3, and yeah, we'll be doing a snake draft now to make it a little more fair. And we're excited to see what dumb shit he has to say. You know,
Absolutely. It's just more shit to go over. That's what we were looking for. Like, how can we extend our lists? Because Mike and I can only, I mean, if we do like 5 to 7 a piece, you know, that's only a certain amount. So if we can add Jack in, then we can add
Yeah.
more conversation, add more picks, which is. And Jack has a very weird, interesting brain.
Yeah, he's gonna be. He's either gonna be. He's either gonna have the best picks you can imagine, and we're gonna be like, Jack, where did that come from? Or they're gonna be just the worst things ever, and it's gonna be like, Jack, where
People
did
are
that
going
come
to
from?
hate his list.
Yeah, exactly. So we're
You're either
hoping for
gonna
the
love
latter,
his list, or
but
you're gonna hate his list
yeah,
for sure. So what should we do?
Honestly, I think it's going to be a crowd favorite.
I love it. I
So
hope you're
I
right.
agree with Mike, though. In terms of the order, I think I should take the back seat here.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll have you take the back seat, and then you'll take picks. You'll start off the second round with pick 4.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm down with that. And then, how about, because the Bears did just get the first overall pick, you just let Dad go first, and then you can take the middle,
That's fine.
right where the Lions ended up, in the middle.
That's fine. I like that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Lions too. I don't know. I mean, we didn't really have the chance to talk about that, but holy fuck, they showed up on Sunday Night Football. The culture's changed. It's the brand new Lions now, not the same old Lions.
Listen, I'm gonna shout out the Lions too, because it's good to see my friends happy. I think
it's good to see the Pack go down, right?
I was just saying, I think the NFC North is going to be seeing a new sheriff sooner than later. I mean, it already has now, and I think it's going to be the Lions and the Bears are going to take over that division.
That's
and
hot.
also, I have to apologize to our group chat. I know Drew's listening; he's probably the only one. But I have to apologize to Aiden Hutchinson and about how I pretty much am the reason why he had such a good year, because I talked so much shit about him at about Thanksgiving, and he heard that, he knew that, and he ended up with like almost 10 sacks and a bunch of other good stuff. So you guys are welcome, and I'm sorry
Thank you
to Aiden Hutchinson.
Somebody has to fall on the sword. Gary's been doing that a lot lately when we've been gambling. He's been falling on the sword. He will take the other team to assure a Lions victory. That's what he's been doing. He's been like, guys, I will bet the Pack tonight so the Lions can take a win. And he's been doing that. It's been fucking working. So
that is insane, dude.
Yeah. He's like, I know I got to take the fall on the sword. It's huge.
Oh, my God. That's so funny.
So get yourself a friend like Gary who will take the fall. And like Mike, we'll take the fall on the sword for you so your team can prosper.
Yeah.
So this is a very, obviously a vague draft as far as like favorite seats. And we were talking about it before. I think that we're all on different. We all maybe took this differently, but you guys were saying that there has to be a place where the seat is. Like it doesn't have to be a specific seat, but it kind of does have to be a specific seat,
like,
depending on the pick. So
my thing is,
are we just going to veto? Like if we don't like it, we veto it.
I think there's got to be, I say we go through our picks, and then like say like I have a question we can like kind of flag it and be like, all right, I need be a little more specific, or like a little more of this, a little more of that. Because there are some seats that we're gonna say today that there isn't a place for it. It's just something.
Yeah.
But
I get that.
There's gonna be some seats that we're gonna say today that I think they're pretty specific in terms of what the place is, in terms of, if it's not just a normal, just a chair, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like some of these are just going to be different kinds of chairs, and some of these are going to be different kinds of places with chairs in them, I would assume, right? That's where your guys' heads are at?
That's where my brain went. Yep.
Okay. And I would assume, Jack, you're kind of on the same page at least. So I think it's like I think we have to, we'll converse the fucking specifications out of you, and then we'll go from there on if we accept it as a whole. Fair deal.
Yeah, this is gonna get contentious.
I'm sorry,
can
I just
already
went
tell.
all. I'm sorry, I went all Goodell on us right there. I don't like that.
No, but it needs to happen. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a fight to the death here. I can already tell. Okay.
Oh shit.
Mike.
Fuck.
Round one, pick one.
I'm kind of upset about getting one now that I'm thinking about it.
Well, it's too late for that.
No, 100% too late for that. But this is I think it's 1B, but I want it, so I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna go with the toilet. Go with my toilet.
Yep, it's a great pick.
Yep,
it's on everybody's list.
Jack's like, it's not on my list. Look at him. He doesn't know
Jack
what he's
didn't
talking
have it.
about.
Jack's like, I don't even shit. What are you
I
talking
mean,
about?
dude.
I didn't even think about that.
Dude,
I stand when I shit.
Oh my god, dude, we gotta stand when he wipes his. This guy, you guys ever see Steve-O stand on the toilet seat and just shit standing up into the toilet?
It's amazing.
It's disgusting,
amazing.
but that's what Jack does.
You gotta have a weird brain for that,
dude. But let's get real. There's nothing better than just go sitting on the commode and fucking thinking about life, going through your phone, sitting there
scrolling
way
through
longer.
TikTok.
Yeah, way longer than you need to be. You're done, but you're just chilling there. It's just a good time.
Dude, being on the toilet at work is the best thing ever.
There aren't many better things than that. Exactly. It's like you're just fucking shitting on company time, putting it to the man. It's the best.
Almost a better pick than your own home toilet.
Fair enough.
Honestly, depending on your situation.
So honestly, I wanted toilet as a whole, but I just I like my toilet, but I think toilet as a whole, I could have said work shit, but I think it all kind of plays together. I think it's just toilet. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's fine.
Because the work shit is phenomenal.
Yeah, it'll be on the graphic. It'll say toilet.
Sitting on the toilet.
And you make the graphic. So I mean, you can put whatever the fuck you want.
I'm gonna put a golden toilet on there.
So I mean, it's a great pick. It's definitely. Do you think it's? I think it could be a 1A, like 1 of 1. I think it's easy a 1 of 1.
I think there's one other one that it's just like, I that could be 1A, 1B, and like in terms of like. There's different qualities to both that are in my head, so that's why I said I think it's 1B. So,
all right, I am going to go with. Fuck, there's so many good ones. I'm going with the window seat on an airplane. What?
That was one of the ones that I was sure nobody else had.
Come on, dog. That's a 1 of 1 pick. That's a first round pick. Depending on who you are. Now, I know people. Actually, our house here is split. I know people that are aisle people that just piss a lot. I've never one time pissed on an airplane. I've never walked to the back.
I've only been on a plane a few times and I've never pissed, but I am an aisle guy. Something about it, I don't know. I also don't like looking out at it. So, but yeah, I'm an aisle guy. So to me, I think the aisle seat is actually better than the window seat.
Well, we'll see if you draft the aisle seat. But yeah, I just think the window seat on a plane it's a coveted spot. If you can get it, then it's just.
Well, if you fly like United, you can pick. You get assigned seatings and shit. So.
Yeah, you could pick every seat, but sometimes window's not available.
Well, can we all just agree that the middle seat is by far one of the worst spots on the fucking planet?
Dog shit.
Okay.
The middle seat is reserved for men whose wives want to sit in the window.
For the window.
That's what the middle seat's for.
Oh my god.
It's for you're sitting here, bitch, because I'm looking out the window and I'm gonna be comfy and lean on the window and take a nap.
I also feel like the middle seat is reserved for fat people because somehow the fattest people always end up in the middle and they just ruin everyone else's day.
That's a fact too. That makes it so the aisle and the window don't even matter if you got a humongous person in the middle. Yeah, window seat on a plane. That's my pick.
I like it. You got two, Jack.
You got two back-to-backers.
I got some fire back-to-backs here. Number one is my favorite place to be in the entire world, and it is a ski lift.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's a good one. That's a really
that is
good
a
one.
great one. That's a great one.
I've never been on a ski lift though. That's the thing that sucks. That's why it doesn't come to my head. I've never been snowboarding or skiing, but it sounds. I want to go.
It very much depends on the lift that you're on.
Really?
Absolutely.
Some suck. Some hurt your ass, and some are like frozen. Like the wooden ones, it's a tough go. When
Really?
there's no pad, yeah. When there's no pad on the seat, it's a tough go.
Fair enough. How long is a ski lift ride usually, like to the mountain or whatever?
Depends on
Five-
where you're at.
5 minutes.
Oh, it's
If you're
that
going,
long?
like the long one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
would
know
be
that.
like a really long one. Like some of them at Boyne are pretty long.
Yep. I'd say like the bottom to the top. Normally in Michigan.
Have you guys ever seen that video where the fucking ski lift is like just going crazy and if they just keep crashing into each other and people are like literally having to jump off, right? Like a little bit before like they're supposed to get to the top, and
Yeah.
people are just diving off because the ski lift is just fucking crashing into each other, and I'm like, oh my god, dude! Like
That's my nightmare.
wow. Yeah, I mean that looks like a nightmare. That's like some Final Destination shit.
The ski lift is one of those things too where it's kind of like I feel like I bring this up every episode, but it's like a rules. It's like everybody just kind of follows the rules thing, like how there's just lines in the middle of the road, and we know, all right, this side's going this way, this side's going this way. There's no fucking like buckle or anything on the ski lift. It pretty much just like if you fall off, you're dead, and it is what it is. Like there is just don't lean forward. Essentially, it's like in the human mind, you're always like this iron's pretty hot. I could fucking like burn my leg with it or something. And then you're thinking about I could just jump off the ski lift and it'd be over. There's nothing holding me back. It's wild.
Yeah, it is kind of nuts, and they just let everybody do it while they're hammered.
Exactly. Oh, well, you're hammered or
I
high.
That's
I've seen it done
wild.
both ways.
Damn. That's crazy. I didn't know that like I said, I've never been on one. That's insane, honestly. Like how do you not like why
Zero
don't you
regulation.
get like the why don't you get like the fucking roller coaster thing that comes over the top? You know what I'm saying?
They do have that. There's a lap bar on
Some
most.
have it.
Oh,
Yeah,
do
some
they?
have it.
Okay, at least
Depends.
there's a little bit of fucking.
But if you pull it
Yeah.
down, you look like
You're
a
a
bitch.
pussy.
You look
Yeah.
like a bitch. Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah.
I figured that with the way you guys were talking about it. I'm like, yeah, I feel like you're a fucking.
Yeah. If you pull that down, you sit in the middle seat.
You better be
That's-
with like a kid. Yeah, you better be with
Yeah.
some children on there.
That's the last time I ride the lift with you. If you put that
That's
down.
funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's a great pick, Jack. I did not have that one on my list.
Thank you. And here is another great pick for the fourth overall, Jack's second pick. I am going to take us down south to our neighboring state, Ohio, right
Ugh.
on the Millennium Force. That is
Wow.
my second favorite place to sit.
Hold on.
ever.
So,
Front seat?
did I just compromise a pick kind of then when I said roller coaster?
No,
Is
I
that
didn't
what you're
even hear you
talking
say
about?
that.
Are you
No, I
talking
didn't
about
even-
what's? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was
No,
like,
that's what
oh,
I'm talking about, but I didn't hear you
Yeah, I
say
know.
roller coaster at all.
well, yeah,
We
because
can
I was like,
penalize you
oh,
if you'd like.
no, I didn't think that anyone would pick a roller coaster. That's funny.
Would you say front seat, Jack?
Oh yeah, I'm going front seat. If we're driving all the
Okay,
way
good.
there.
That's what I thought. Okay, front seat, Millennium Force. That's a great.
What's
fucking
that place called? Caesar's Palace, or what is it called? Something
pick.
Point.
Cedar Point.
Cedar Point. Cedar. I was close, dude.
Caesar's Palace. Not
It's the
close.
rock and roller coast is what it is.
Yeah, I understand that.
on.
We have a Six Flags in Illinois, so we don't have to be hillbillies and drive to Ohio. Not that I don't fuck with roller coasters either, dude. But yeah,
The
you
Six
guys
Flags in Illinois fucking sucks, dude.
I was just gonna
Ohio,
say.
Cedar Point is the only good thing
first
about
off,
Ohio. The only good thing.
have you ever been to Six Flags in Illinois?
No, but I assume it stinks because it doesn't.
I don't
have
think
any
it
of the
stinks.
tallest.
I'm not a guy. I'm not a guy that goes on roller coasters.
You're
I've been to fucking Six Flags once, and I didn't go on a single roller coaster. I was there for like an 8th grade trip, and I hated it. I had blue balls too. I had blue balls at fucking Six Flags as a 13-year-old or 14-year-old, and I don't even know what it was from. It was like from the
Yeah,
dance.
were
I
you
guess
supposed to
before.
get like? You supposed to get rubbed out on the bus ride or something?
Well, dude, I would think I was fucking getting rubbed out like over the pants HJ type shit the night before,
Mhm.
and we didn't know.
OTPHJ.
Yeah, and the next day I was like, what is going on, dude? Like I had, and then I was like, at one point I was laying on the concrete at Six Flags Great America because my fucking nuts hurt so bad. I didn't know what was going on.
Don't be tipping picks.
What?
Sitting on the ground at fucking
Oh,
Six
shut the
Flags. That could have been
Ooh.
anybody's. Strike 2 for Mike.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, it's a good pick. I think you could have gotten both of those at the butt end of the draft, though.
He'll learn.
He'll learn. That's fair. He'll learn.
He'll learn. That's part of it. It's tough. It's tough to keep draft integrity. Mike still has a hard time with that.
Oh,
And
fuck
B,
off. You've been
figure
way
out-
worse lately. The last few months, you've been way worse than I have. I was bad in the beginning, and you've been fucking off lately. Don't get after me like that.
I was gonna wait to take those two, but after Bob said window seat airplane, I was like, "Oh fuck, he's got my whole team in his list right now."
You panicked.
Yep.
You wanted to make a splash.
It's
That's
hard.
what it was.
In a draft like this, especially, it's hard to know what value is, where value is, because we all have weird
definitely.
brains. All right,
If
I'm
you
up.
want it, you got to take it. That's the way it kind of goes. I mean, that's everything. So
This one, I hope that you guys didn't have this one, and I hope that you love this one. I'm going with the bench at the department store while your mom, wife, girlfriend are shopping. There is nothing better than you've just been fucking walking around holding bags for the last 2 hours. Can I please sit down? And then you're in the back of Kohl's in the women's underwear section, and you're like, thank God. And you see it. There's 4 mirrors around it because it's supposed to be a place where they're like looking at their clothes
in the corner. Yeah.
Yep. And you're just like. And then you sit there, and then at the other side of the bench, there's another like dad sitting down. You just nod to him. You're like, "We're really taking a load off here, guy."
Dude, just thinking about that makes me so tired. Like I want to go take a nap now.
And it pisses you off.
Yeah.
Because you know how everybody's been in that position where you're like, "I just want to go home. I'm so done with this, but I have to do this part." I've done it with mom a zillion times. Where she's just, because she's bad in the store. She's really bad. That's why I'm glad I don't have to go anywhere with her now, like as far as shopping goes. Because she'll touch and she'll wander. She's like the prototypical mom in the store.
Oh,
And
yeah.
when you
She
can get a
goes,
seat.
Ooh, that looks nice. What's the cost of this? Looks at it, puts it away.
Yep. Yeah, you were never going to buy that. You were never going to buy that. You just wanted to feel it. And then you wait until the last possible second, like they're leaving, like they're barely in eyesight.
Mm-hmm.
As they're gone, you're like, all right, I'll get up. You just wait and wait and wait. Hold on to those last precious seconds in that seat.
Yeah, that's awesome. I once again, another pick I think you could have got a lot later, but it's a good pick.
Yep.
It's a good pick. It's a personal pick.
It's a personal pick. I wanted that to be like on my list. I wanted those two, the window seat on the plane, and that one to be 1, 2, just because I think they're strong.
That's fair. I don't like how you guys went fucking off the rails a little early because it's like I just feel like there's some staples that
Some chalk coming.
Yeah, well, at least one. There's one chalk that it's just
There's a bunch of chalk actually.
I'm gonna go one chalk, one pick for your boy, like for me.
Hit it. This is your pick, right?
So yeah, so I'm gonna go with like the chair that everyone has in their living room that's right in front of the TV, recliner. The living room recliner is, you just know when you sit in that chair, you're like, the day is over. I don't have to do anything else, and I get to watch whatever the fuck I want.
You hit that recliner, the foot thing.
Yep. Yeah, and honestly,
and you're back.
I just want to go out on a limb and say I don't like the fucking the button ones because they go out too slow. I like the fucking ding.
Oh, I like the fucking hammer, dude.
I like
Give
when
me
you
the
feel
joystick.
Like, I like when you feel like you're gonna fall over because you're clicking it so hard. You know what I mean?
I want it violent.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I want air under my legs when
exactly.
that thing flings up. I want my legs to do a little bounce when that thing flings up.
Yeah, I want to feel like I'm on a swing set, dude. Let's get real. So yeah, I mean that's just chalk. There's no explaining that pick. It just is what it is. Everybody knows exactly what it is.
Nope, it's a perfect pick. Living room chair.
And then my third pick, what is this, 7th overall? I'm gonna go with being on the bench in the dugout for playing
Ooh.
baseball.
That's a great pick.
Yeah, nothing
No
better
better
than,
times.
yeah, no better time, no better. I mean, I guess you can alternate that with any sport if depending on what you play, but for me, obviously, it was always baseball and the camaraderie and the shit talking, and I'm loud as fuck, so the dugout bench is always good for me when the boys are hitting.
Yep. Great picks. I never played organized baseball, but I was lucky enough to be the manager in high school. And if I could like go back and just be the manager with all of my
Yeah,
friends that were on the team again, I would do it in 2 seconds.
Yeah,
They're
give
like,
me
yep,
a
we
bag.
playing every Thursday.
Yeah, give me a bag of David and fucking and the boys.
Just give me the book, dude.
Yeah,
Give me balls and
honestly.
strikes. I'll
Yeah.
take it all day for you guys. But yeah,
100%.
the dugout bench is a great spot.
Dude, I had a lot of good times in the dugout bench too, actually. Because I only
Did you
played
play
baseball for 1 year. I played my freshman year of high school at Nouvelle, and I spent 50% of every, because we always did double headers, and I would play one game and sit the entire other game, which sucked.
Yeah.
But I spent, like, me and a couple of my best friends also sucked at baseball, so we all just got to fuck around together, and it was fantastic.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Great.
Muck some seeds and just talk shit to people. It's the best. It's literally the best environment of all time.
Oh, yeah, and you're so close to, like, the other team, so you can just say whatever the fuck you want.
Yep. So good.
It's a good time.
All right. I am going to go with...
Come on, Bob. You know what you want, buddy. You know what you want.
I do know what I want. This one's kind of chalk.
It's definitely chalk. Just take it, you fuck.
I'm going courtside or ice side, whatever you want to be at the game.
Yeah, I was going to say, gotta be a sports venue pick coming up. I knew it. Yep. So, when the fuck have you ever sat courtside?
Never sat courtside. That's why I said courtside or ice side. I've sat on the glass a couple times.
Yeah, I was going to say courtside, dude. Fucking, I was looking up courtside tickets just for shits and grins. Me and a couple guys at work for the Bulls game, dude. Just like $3,500 for the worst one.
At the UC for a good Bulls team right now, fuck yeah, those are going to be through the roof. You should have went 2 years ago.
I mean, no, I think they still would be like $3,000. I think it's like a base pay. I think like the cheapest game is like $3,200. Then they go up from there.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I have heard that it's like one of the best, if not the best way to take in like a sporting event is courtside seats at a basketball game.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Just for the sheer intimacy with the athletes that you get that you don't get in any other sport. Yeah. You're right there. You're literally on the playing surface. That's crazy.
No, I definitely can understand. I could definitely see that. It looks sick. And it's like, I mean, if you're on a televised game, you're probably going to show up on TV. And it's like, you know, you might be able to say something to a player and get a response. You never know.
Yep. And I think courtside is something you can do every time. Glass seats at a hockey game wouldn't be something that I'd want to do every time just because you can't see the whole game. But it's like you need to do it once in your life. And if you go a lot, like do it a couple times a year, you know?
Yeah, the intensity of it is nice when the puck is right on you like that. Definitely.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. And that's another, like, it's not as intimate, but it's very, like, holy shit, these guys are huge. They're right in front of me. How did they play this fast?
For sure. So, does that take all sporting events off the table at this point?
I wouldn't say so. I mean,
No, that just takes front row.
If you want to bring one up, then we'll definitely I'm taking front row like at either a hockey game or a basketball game essentially because like I don't know, the NFL doesn't really make a difference. Football doesn't really make a difference, so that's what I'm taking. Jack.
Alrighty. My third pick is gonna be in bed. Sitting in bed is just the greatest ever, and I would love to be doing it 90% of my day.
So you're propped up. This is a seat that you're taking.
Oh yeah, I sit in bed all the fucking time.
So you're like an old woman.
Yeah. That's where I watch a lot of my. That's where I watch a lot of my YouTubes is sitting in bed.
So I'm gonna.
Mike, thoughts?
I love that pick. I had a little more descriptive version of that pick, but I'm not gonna take it at that point because it's way too close. I think the bet is I think it's a phenomenal pick. I didn't think Bob would pick it. I don't know why, and I didn't think your fucking weird ass would pick it either. So I was like, I could get this at the end, but I like the edge of the bet. Okay, and hear me out on this.
My back
So
hurts
listen.
already.
Listen, because there's only 2 times that you're fucking at the edge of the bed sitting on it. For one, well, actually 3 times, and they're weirdly they shouldn't be linked together. But one, I'll go sit on the edge of my dad's bed with him and watch like a game. We watched like Tiger Woods win the Masters on the edge of the bed. We watched like the Hawks win the Stanley Cup the one year on the edge of the bed. Like where I would be watching in my back room, but then like when I know it's about to hit, I have to go in there and watch it with him. You know how that shit
On the
goes.
edge
Like,
of
there's
the
just that-
bed.
Well, yeah, because like he watches that shit in his room, but he doesn't have a chair, so he just sits on the edge of his bed, and it's kind of whatever. But so that's the one edge of the bed. The second edge of the bed is when you get home from work, you pop the socks off, you pop the shoes off, everything. You just you just sit there and you're like, all right. And then you take your clothes off, you get changed from your work clothes. That's the second edge of the bed. And the third edge of the bed is right after sex. Because no one ever just lays down. You always get up, especially if you're using a rubber. It's like you got to pop the shit off, kind of clean up, sit there, and you just kind of, for like a minute, you just sit there, not even like 30 seconds. You just contemplate everything. You're like, did I throw it down good? Was it bad?
You light a
What
quick
am I going to do
cigarette.
after this? Yeah, exactly. No shit. Like, it's like, that's like that time.
Yeah, you rip a dart immediately.
It's like that weird, like you have like this weird, like just 30 seconds to yourself before you have to get back to this girl and be like, all right, are we cuddling? Are you leaving? Whatever. But that edge of the bed. So like, that's my 3 edge of the beds right there. That's why
Those are good.
I feel
bed
bad.
is a
I
phenomenal
robbed
spot.
Michael of his best pick.
No, hey, I got my fucking, I got it out. So everyone knows how I'm feeling, but I think
I
the bed
kind
is
of
a phenomenal
forgot that
pick.
Mike. I kind of forgot Mike didn't pick that the way that
I
you
know,
just
me
described
too.
it.
I was like, wow, what a good
It's like,
pick.
damn. Okay, great pick, Mike. Great pick.
I had to give Jack his credit where it was due because it was such a good spot.
Now on the graphic, you can put sit in bed and then just in parentheses put Mike's pick. And just put it under Jack's column.
Yep.
Yeah, we made a trade for the
Yeah.
fucking. I gave him fucking my second and third for his third.
I just
and fifth.
picture you running into your dad's room with like a backwards hat and your red Tigers polo on, or your Tiger Woods polo on, just rooting him on in the Masters. You're sitting at the edge of the bed. I think
Come
you
on,
can do
dude.
it this time, Dad.
Bro,
Really
you're
do.
first a couple years ago when he won it, like you didn't live with your fucking parents, but like, dude, like something about it, you just knew there was like a weird father-son like aura to that fucking whole tournament. So like
100%.
there was something about it. Like I had to go sit there and watch this dude make the putt, like 2-putt to victory, you know?
We weren't
So
there,
fuck
but
off.
I'd be willing to guess that was one of our dad's best sports moments in his life when Tiger won that last Masters.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what he was doing that day. I'm pretty sure I called him and talked to him about it after, but I'm sure he shed a tear in the moment. Because, yeah, it's a dad thing of our generation that every single one of them, you could spark up a conversation about Tiger Woods at any time, and they'll be happy to talk to you about it.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
It's just a thing. Dads love Tiger.
All right, Jack, what's your fourth pick, bud?
What are we rolling around with?
Sorry for taking over on that one.
No, that is A-okay.
Great. It's a great pick, Jack. It's not for me. It sounds like it is for Mike, though. So I bet you'll have a lot of people.
I spend a lot of time in my bed, too, because it's just like he said, that's where I watch TikTok and YouTube. And
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yep.
Pick 4 is going to be at the bar. Like sitting on a bar stool at the bar.
That's chalk. That's chalk right
Had
there.
to be said.
I mean, that's like 100%.
It's a fan favorite, too.
Yeah, had to be said.
I hate you so much.
I mean, Bob, you let it go.
I know what I did. I fucked up, okay? I fucked up. Is that what you want me to say?
Yeah. You let the guy who's been sitting at bars for 6 months take the bar
damn
stool.
Like a month
Are you
and a half.
fucking kidding me? Yes,
I didn't make you think about it. I thought it was too short.
It was too soon. It was too
Too soon. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly was gonna go Barstool, but I wanted to get the dugout because I wanted you guys were all going goofy. I mean, just chalk. It's absolute chalk.
I do have something to add to that, though. I wasn't going to just go Barstool. I was
I
going to
love
go
this.
Barstool on a weeknight.
Ooh.
When you go to the bar and you're sitting there on like a Thursday night and you get a good spot in like the middle of the bar, it's like just you
Yeah.
and a buddy. That is a fucking good seat, dude.
Yeah.
And I don't know
You're-
why it just hits better on a weeknight. It really does.
Yeah, and it's because you're just like
On the
this is
weekend, you don't sit at the bar. You sit.
yeah, you stand at the bar or
And
you sit at a
yeah,
table or you stand in
yeah.
yeah. No, yeah, sitting
I-
at the bar is phenomenal.
Yeah, like and when I lived in Grand Rapids, I lived across the street from that B Dubs. So
Mhm.
like Thursday night football, pop in there with my buddy, go sit in the middle of the bar. There's really not that many people in there. Watch the Thursday night game. It was fucking
Yeah.
money. There's no like you look forward to it all day. Just that
Yeah.
seat.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. And you're like, this is adult life right here. Like this is me being a drinker, and just hey, like sometimes you gotta fucking relieve some stress.
That's
You
a
know?
draft that we should do. Is things that make you feel like an adult.
Oh, just fucking everything.
Because that's a good one. Because you're very right about that. When you sit there, you're like, this is some old people shit that I'm doing right now.
Yeah,
Sitting
like
at
I'm
the
gonna be a
bar.
regular at this bar in like 6 years.
Right.
Hey, let me
Great
get the
pick, Jack.
usual, honey. Let me get a
Exactly.
shot of Jameson and a Bud Light. You know?
Yeah, it'll just be the grossest shit ever by that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, shot of JMO and a Bud Light. What a weird fucking combination that would be.
Hey, you're Southside fucking Irish. That's not that fucking weird.
It's true. I don't know what to do here.
Yeah, I know. We're getting down to the nitty gritty, and I feel like there's way too many good picks left.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this pick because I think that it'll play. I think it'll play with the crowd, but it's also near and dear to my heart, especially when I was in high school. Well, only when I was in high school. I'm gonna go with the big booth at Applebee's. Nothing better when you and the team get the fucking big corner booth at Applebee's and everybody gets a spot. It's comfy as shit, and it's just a great seat. It's something that you look forward to. And if you can get it, it's a coveted seat.
You're talking about the Big
Ooh.
Moon
The U.
corner seat.
Yeah, the U. Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty
100%.
damn good.
Everybody knows what I'm
It's pretty
talking
damn
about.
good
That
seat.
seat at Applebee's is money.
I think that's
if you
situationally
gotta-
good though, because if you have that seat, you got a bunch of pals hanging out with you. That's just a good time waiting to happen.
I was
There you
just
go.
about to say, have you ever gotten that seat with only like 2 people because that was the only table left? That's the most awkward shit on the planet.
I've never done that.
I've done that a few times where I'm like, really? Like this is the only give me the fucking like anything else. Like I don't need the big U
I'll stand
for
and eat.
2 people.
Thank you.
I've had that happen. Yeah, fuck. I'll use my hands. Like I don't know
Yep.
what to do with my hands here. Like,
If I'm rolling in, getting the corner booth, we're 9 deep. We just rolled out of somebody's mom's Tahoe
yeah.
or
So,
minivan.
You guys could probably both relate because we're all fairly smaller guys. Like the thing that sucks though, I feel like I always had to go in the middle. Like I which I liked because it's like you're in the center, but like I always had to be the guy that squeezed all the way to the fucking middle, and then people, worked around me because I was usually the smaller
Yep.
guy. Which
I
it's
was
like,
always a middle guy too. every
it
time.
was a double edged sword because it's like if you had to get up, it sucked, but also it's like you're right in the middle. You can kind of talk to everybody.
You're in that position. You are a hero. You have the option to be a hero. You could say, I will literally just piss inside of my own bladder so that everybody else can be comfortable for a few more minutes.
No, yeah, fair.
Yeah, I just love that seat. I think it's a
I don't hate
coveted
it.
spot.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I don't love it. But last time I was in one of those seats, I saw somebody cheating on their wife, and I don't like that. So
Oh, Jesus Christ! All right, I did not take that version of the seat.
it was also
I took
4 in the
with your
morning,
friends.
hammered.
Bob, if you take the seat, you take it all. You don't get to pick and choose.
No, dude,
Exactly.
I don't get divorces put on my conscience because I picked the seat at Applebee's. That's not how this
Oh
works.
my god! That's
Mike, put
good.
that on the graphic.
Yeah, divorces.
Yep.
That's
Bob
my
picks the
seat. I
divorce
love
booth.
that seat.
Oh, fuck. All
All right, Mike.
All right. I've taken 3 picks. These are my last 2 picks.
These are your last 2 picks. You're back to back too. This is the worst part of the snake draft if you're one.
Do you guys
Go
want to
back
run
to
through?
back at
You
the
guys
end.
want to go for a 6th round too? Fuck.
No, I can't.
Oh, I
Can't
could.
do it.
Fuck. Do I go chalk or do I go?
You
Make
can
it
do
your
both.
own, Michael. Make it
You
your
can do
own.
both. Definitely do one that you like. Don't go
Oh
too
yeah,
chalk.
I'm going to. I'm gonna go one. See, the thing is, I feel like to me these are all chalk because I wrote them down.
Listen,
All
fucking chalk.
right, here's one for me, and it usually ends up in losing money, but um, sitting at a blackjack table at a casino, to me,
That's a great pick.
you just can't beat it. Any card table, to be honest, like even just playing cards with the boys. It's
Yep.
obviously not as good, but like just sitting around playing cards, gambling. Casino, usually you get drinks and shit. It's fucking just a great pick.
The seat, yeah. Well, it's. I think that one kind of comes with the feeling, kind of like the bar stool does, where you're kind. It's something that you're thinking about all day, and when you get there, you're like, "Holy fuck, boys, we're in it."
Yeah,
We're doing this.
exactly. Yeah.
You know, it's like just
Yeah.
such a good feeling when you sit down at the table. You're like, "All right, let's do it."
Yeah, and you take out like so like depending on what you're looking at, you take out like $100 or $200 you put at the table, and you're like, I'm only gonna play this 200, knowing damn well that you'll double that if you have to. You'll go and
Yep.
take out another 200.
Yep.
But yeah,
Doesn't
no,
matter.
yeah, definitely doesn't matter. All right,
That's a
that
great
one
one.
I like. Blackjack is pretty specific to that. Texas Hold'em if you're with the boys.
Mhm.
Um,
I like
okay,
blackjack for it.
okay.
Everybody can relate to that one.
I'm gonna pass up on a good one. I'm gonna pass up on such a good one. God, it makes me upset. Just because I think this one is underrated and people sleep. I'm gonna go with it, and that is being in a hot tub, jacuzzi. Does not matter.
Mm.
Just a great seat. Got the jets on the back. You hopefully got a drink, maybe a cigar. Not that I smoke cigars, but
Yep.
but I like a
That's a great
jacuzzi.
one.
Yeah.
That's a great one. There is, especially when you're a kid and you don't have readily available access to a hot tub
Yeah.
all the time, and like you
Oh
haven't
yeah.
really been in them a lot.
Yeah.
Sitting in that hot tub seat and getting them jets. And if you can, I was never. Were you guys like the? Did you like the lay down seat in the hot tub, or did you like to sit like normal seat in the hot tub?
It depends. I mean, I'm, yeah, I can still barely get my chin over the water when I fucking have to lay all the
I
way
know,
back,
dude, me too.
But I like it when you're fucking in it, like when you're just sunk.
Yeah, me too. I like the just regular sit up seat because one of my buddies had one of those hot tubs where it was like basically a U of normal seats, and then that last like the one edge was just all one seat where you could just like lay and your feet kind of went up a little
Oh
bit.
no, yeah, fuck that seat. No,
Yeah,
fuck that seat. I agree with you. Yeah.
like
I
I'm
was
just
thinking
not.
something
I'm
different.
not trying to really lay down in there. I'm trying to,
No. Yeah.
be a
Yeah.
little bit active.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's a great seat. Um, okay. I am going to go with.
I can't believe I just left this one off the fucking list.
I don't really have like
Take
a
this back.
specific area for this one. I guess.
Oh,
I
you're
guess
gonna
it could
take it.
be like
Let's go.
I'm picking the first time you like sit down. Maybe it's at for me. I always picture a balcony. Like when you sit down on your balcony, uh, on a vacation, like on any trip. Like the first time you like
Oh.
sit down and like look at the view. Like I fucking love that. And I don't know why. Like I have a few places in mind where I've done it. Done it up north, like where you're sitting and you're on the lake and you're sitting and it's your first time sitting down and looking at the view. We did that over this year, Mike, where we were sitting at CJ's cabin.
Oh
We
yeah.
sat there for a while. And
Yeah.
it's just a great seat. You're just
Yeah.
sitting there,
No.
you
Yeah.
know,
For
like
sure.
this is gonna be a great weekend. I know what's in store for
Yeah.
me. It's another one of those
Or
things that
like
you look forward to.
Yeah, we did the same thing when we saw Evan in Miami. You just go sit on his balcony for a second, and you're just like, man, like you're just kind of taking it all in. You're like, yep, shit's gonna get
Exactly.
weird. I'm with you. I get
Exactly.
that.
So I'm gonna go, yeah, the first seat on vacation, I guess you could put. Because I love that shit.
We'll have to word that a little better. Like the first, like I'll figure it out. I'll figure.
I
It's
I'll
said-
hard
use,
to, yeah, it's hard to work.
like where you're
I
taking
said
it in.
balcony view.
I think it's more like
You could say that. You could say just as long as it's on vacation, like you have to make that a point of it because that's where the feeling comes from.
What is it called when people? Oh, like I was gonna say like the first like tourist seat, like the first touristy view, kind of like I don't know. That's not tourist isn't the right word. We'll figure it out. But we know what you're talking about. But vacation seat sounds dumb as fuck. So we gotta
Vacation
sexy
seat.
that up.
All right, Jack. Mr. Irrelevant. Last pick, pick 15, round 5, pick 5.
So I am gonna go with the classic sitting on a towel at the beach.
Oh.
That's chalk. That was my fucking number 2 pick up here. That's the second one I thought of, not the number 2 pick, but it's great. It's a great pick. Jack, you got a good list. I'm proud.
I just feel like, like it doesn't happen often, for me at least, but I feel like whenever you're on the beach, that means that you have very little to worry / think about, and you are just dialed in. You're probably boozed. You're probably with some folks that you enjoy spending some time with.
Yep.
The beach is a great spot.
100%.
Yep.
And I
beach
burn
towel
easily.
sit is an all-timer.
So this is saying a lot. So
yeah.
And
beach.
you know what happens when you're sitting on the beach towel? You see other people with those comfy ass low chairs, and you're like, "Fuck!" I wish
Those
I
are the
brought one of
best.
those.
Well, I feel
but
like
nobody
you
has
gotta-
those except because,
Yeah.
like you were saying, Jack, we don't go to the beach every day. Those are the only
Yeah.
people that own.
You gotta
those
live
Oh,
beachside to buy those chairs. You know,
Mm,
you don't just have those for the backyard. Like you got, you
No.
know, yeah, you gotta live in the city or like right on the lake or whatever.
And you're talking like I'm picturing when you say that, Jack. I'm picturing like public beach, like a bunch of people like you don't know. Like I'm not picturing like somebody's up north on the lake beach.
No,
I'm picturing
no.
like the giant public beach where everybody's
Yeah.
at. You're sitting down. You're taking in the sights.
Yep.
People watching.
I'm talking
time to sit
on
on
the
the towel.
ocean, Gulf.
Yep.
Yeah,
Money.
definitely a
better.
great pick. Phenomenal way to end it out there, kid.
Great shit. Should I run through everybody and then we'll go to honorable mentions?
Yeah, run it.
All right. Mike, pick 1, his toilet. Pick 2, the living room chair. Pick 3, the bench in the dugout. Pick 4, seat at a blackjack table. Pick 5, seat in a hot tub. Bob, the window seat on a plane. The bench at a department store. Courtside seats or ice side seats at the game. The big booth at Applebee's. And then your first seat on a vacation. And then Jack, we have the ski lift. We have the front seat on the Millennium Force. We have the sit on the bed technique. We have.
I don't know why.
bar
Hold on.
stool.
I don't know why that's such a foreign fucking concept.
I know,
for you.
like that happened.
It's to me. I don't care for it because I don't do it. So
Well, it's
a
because
weird,
you
like,
fucking don't. You don't have a TV in your room or anything like that. Like that's probably where he spends his fucking free time, other than when he's on his computer. Or it's like, I don't understand
That's
what you
fine.
don't get. Like what the
No,
fuck?
I get it. I just don't do it.
Well,
and
you
I
said
never would do it.
you said the sit on the bed technique like it's some
Yeah.
fucking crazy thing.
That's for you guys. That's for. I'm sure I'm gonna get shit on for that. I'm sure 80% of. I'm sure every comment that we receive is gonna be like, "Damn, Jack killed it with that sit on the bed thing." Like, oh, you're part of the fucking weird cult too. Then I guess.
Oh my god.
And then
Guy
on a
stands
towel
up
at the
when he
beach.
wipes. Relax.
Yeah, dries his
that-
feet
that
with his
wraps
socks.
up- There you go. I'm a weird bird. Okay, so maybe
Yeah.
I don't do all the normal shit.
Right.
Honorable mentions.
I think sitting passenger on a roadie is one of the best times in the world.
That's a great one.
That was the chalk that I left off the table,
That's
and
a
I
great
was
one.
like, "Fuck." But yeah, that's that. I mean, that's one for me. I have a couple more good ones, but I'll let you guys fucking have it.
I had one that I was definitely gonna say, but it was a little bit too close to Mike's living room chair. But when you were like younger and you were like sitting in your dad's chair, no matter what it was, you were like, "Yeah, this is the
Yep.
shit right here."
Yeah, that's the same thing though. It's,
Yeah.
Yep, same chair.
Yeah. The teacher.
I was gonna
the student
say-
becomes a teacher type of thing.
Right.
Just because I still have these, but I was gonna say a beanbag.
I have
Beanbag's a
beanbag on
good
here
seat.
too. Fuck yeah, beanbag
Beanbag's a good seat.
you never pass up the chance to sit on a beanbag chair, especially when you don't have a beanbag chair. You're like, oh yeah, like it's just good. And they make
Mhm.
them comfy nowadays too.
What
I
is
was
your
gonna
next one,
say,
Mike?
the lunch table at work. Just because for
Ooh.
an hour you don't have to do shit. You just get to eat. Sometimes you get to bullshit with the coworkers if they're eating with you. You're just like, yeah, it's a good relaxing hour.
I think that plays not only at work, but I think it definitely plays like high school.
Yeah, I agree 100%
School, it
too.
plays
But
a lot too.
yeah,
There's
no,
nothing better than sitting at your table with your guys that you always sit at.
yeah,
like
I
every
definitely
single
think
day.
that does play. But I was kind of like trying to stay in the realm of like shit that I still do. Because like the high school, I was thinking the same thing. Because that's where my head was at. I was like, oh, the lunch table at high school, like like you said, your table, this that, and the other thing. So,
Dude, that's
but-
another good one though. Is like when you get a seat next to one of your buddies in a class in high school, and it just
That's a good seat.
the class is
Just
just
happens-
cash money from then on out.
Yeah, it just happens to fall that way.
Yep.
See, when that happened for me, the class was just chaos.
That's the problem is you got to
was
keep
no
your shit in
learning.
check. Otherwise, you're gonna lose that.
Dude, one time, yeah, exactly. That's the problem. One time, you guys remember Amo and this kid Brian. We were all South Park guys, and it was right when the fucking the cop prostitute episode came out.
Oh God,
Dude,
Roll
we
Tide.
went the whole quarter or whatever the fuck we had, the semesters. We would just and you guys all know that Bob says all right before the fucking every episode. We literally would say that like every 15 minutes. We'd be in different corners, and you just hear out of nowhere, all right, buddy. For like, dude, Miss Jensen, bless her fucking heart, she just dealt with it every goddamn day, and we just sat there and kept saying, freeze, and all right, buddy. That was it. Like the whole fucking class, dude. It was horrible.
There's a little fair enough fun fact for you. I feel like we've never said that to people. I don't just say that. That's from something. It's from South Park, like Mike
Dude,
said.
I've
Yeah,
only
it's
seen like
South Park
3
thing.
episodes of the show, but I have seen the freeze one. You're talking about when the cop goes undercover?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he keeps like he's sucking everybody's dick and like going all the way through with it, and then after he arrests them,
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
what is the safe word? Stretch. He's just like, you really gave my hoe a good stretch.
yeah, freeze.
I'm a cat. Oh yeah, that's
Alright.
a great episode.
Ugh.
What about the seat around the campfire, like the fold-out
had-
chair seat?
I had that one too. That was the one I was gonna say next. Just a good time. That's.
It's a good seat.
I'm not
It's
gonna lie.
another
I
one
don't
where
like
you
fire.
got no worries.
Yeah, that's the thing about it is the stress freeness of it.
Mm,
Just a good seat, man.
relaxing seat.
Shout out to Wyatt. He had a good one because I was talking to him about this earlier. But on any boat ever, put me on a pontoon.
Oh, that is a good. We fucking
It's a
missed
great
the
one.
boat on that one,
Yeah,
literally
that's a
and
great one.
figuratively. That is a great one.
We might
didn't you
have to
steal
do
that?
we might have to do a seats draft too.
Seats too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or, or we
we
could
missed
put
the
together
boat
an
on that
all-star
one.
team.
I don't think we'd be able to fucking whittle it down though, man.
There's too many seats. We'll do a seat draft too. We'll do another one like either later on this year or next year for sure.
Yeah.
Because there's just too many seats. That's a great dude. The pontoon seat.
Yeah, the boat.
is a
That is
great seat.
such a such a big
That's-
miss.
As long as you're not driving, I don't want to drive.
No.
Yeah, no, that's like sitting passenger on a roadie. Like you don't want to be the guy driving, but I can sit passenger on a boat any day of the fucking week.
I want wind in my face, and this
Yeah.
thing's just moving.
And a beer. And lastly for me, sitting in the seat with the boys talking bullshit.
Ew.
That's my I had to get cheesy with it one time. Yeah,
Oh, sitting here.
yeah right
I
here.
was like, where are you sitting?
in this seat with this camera on and this microphone and you fucking losers sitting across the screen from me. This is definitely one of
That's
my
a good
favorite
seat.
seats for sure.
Amen to that, brother. It is a great
Mhm.
seat.
Yes.
Your own couch, I guess, would be my only last one.
Yeah.
That's
Couch
one
is never
had the
bad.
chair, but the couch,
Yeah.
I always think of it like, especially when I was younger, you get back in from like mowing the backyard or something.
You just
like,
go
fuck, I just
slap
need
your
to
fucking
sit
whole
the fuck
body down.
You
Yeah.
just lay on the couch, sit on the couch, and you're like, oh.
My thing with the couch is that I tend to, if I can, I'm gonna lay on the couch. So I wanted to keep the couch off my list. You know what I mean? Because that's
Yeah.
more of a lay down. But then again, Jack did say the bed, and I was all over that too. So And that is
The
literally
one
the
place
lay down.
you definitely lay. You never are supposed to sit. And you were like, yeah, that's a great one.
I was all over it.
Fucking edge of the bed, Mike.
Dude, they call me the
Mike.
Edge Lord for a reason, dude. And it's not because
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, forever. I mean, I talked to Mike's future wife a lot on the show, and I feel like if she's ever looking for him, she should just check the edge of the bed, and there he is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there, dude.
Yeah, he's watching a replay of Tiger win the Masters
100%.
With his dad.
With his dad. Yep, his dad will be there. That's it. That's all I got.
Beautiful.
Jack,
all I
anything
got.
else?
No,
Honorable mentions?
it's good on me.
I can't believe we missed the
Okay.
boat. The boat was
Yeah.
such a good one.
The boat's a great one. I mean, the campfire seat probably should have been taken as well.
Yeah.
I just couldn't let the big booth at Applebee's slip.
I can't believe
No,
you
yeah,
said
there
that.
was some that had to be said.
I thought that one might strike a nerve with you, Jack, because you know the Applebee's bench that I'm talking about on stage.
Yeah.
That one booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is the big booth.
Mike's probably even sat in it.
I don't think I've ever been to Applebee's in Saginaw.
Really?
I don't think
I'm
so.
surprised by that.
I feel like at that point, Beat Ups was kind of like the thing. If you're gonna go to like
Yeah.
a family chain restaurant, you're gonna go to Beat Ups or Hooters. Maybe not Hooters, but Beat Ups.
Okay, well, episode 51 is a wrap. That was the seats draft. We will do a seats draft too because we need to do that. Next week is going to be ways to break out of your sad boy sadness. Because
is
holy shit, it was just fucking gray here all day today, and I was ready to jump off a bridge.
So, are you gonna? I'm a little puzzled on this still. I mean, not to carry this on, but it's gonna be like techniques or like activities or like.
Dude, I was thinking it could be activities. I was thinking like specific movies, like a song that puts you in a good mood. Could be like anything.
All right, and we'll just riff off of that, just fucking, and
We'll
just
just
see
riff.
where. Yeah, we'll just talk about being lonely and sad. Well, you're not lonely that much, but being lonely and sad and shit.
Yeah.
All right.
We're all lonely
I'm
and sad.
I'll say I'm a fucking pro at it. So
That's what I'm saying.
This
is episode 50. Episode 52 will be the Mike Falbo episode.
No,
He's gonna teach
that's
you
not
guys.
true. No, Bob's
He's
gonna have
teach
all.
you guys how to be happy.
Bob is a pro therapist. I'm pretty sure he therapizes people every day. So we'll get all the fucking tips and tricks from Bob Brennan. Fuck off.
I know what makes me happy. That's for sure, and how to get out of a funk. So we'll see, and it'll be interesting to hear what you guys have to say too. After we post everything and start talking to people. So that's episode 51, the seats draft. Go subscribe to the YouTube. Go follow us on Instagram. All that shit only helps us continue to do this and make it better. So go do all that stuff. And, yeah, let us know what you thought about the draft. Let us know what we missed because there's just too many damn seats, and it'll give us ideas for seat draft number 2. So we love you guys. That's episode 51. We will see you next week for some sad boy shit.
Love it.
Peace.
Yes, sir.